totally it is a 9 years and thousands of miles. It's not that continuously I walk. I walk to some place and stay the nights in the graveyards or under the tree or under some near the forest. Then again, next day, I get up and get ready and again walk. It's like a wandering in search of an enlightened master to get a right spiritual guide, to get a right spiritual master. I was searching from practically from village to village, where if I hear about anybody as an enlightened master or a spiritual person, I try to go near and live with him. So try to learn something from him. Just like that, this such continued years together, and it's a beautiful life. In a way, now when I look back, people think that it's a very hard thing, but it's not a hard life. It was more like a joy. It was more adventurous, walking without bothering about the tomorrow or not knowing from where I will get the next meal and touching no money and just living with the nature. That has got its own joy or ecstasy in it.
And I think, and that's where you got
the knowledge,
different
wisdom. That's a beautiful saying by Western philosopher: "The man who travels more knows more."
Yes.
So,
and that's the only way you get to know more. But again, you got enlightened after that trip.
Yes, after that trip, it is an intense tapas. Finally, the final experience or the ultimate consciousness happened. Flowering of consciousness happened in January 2000. It is after the wandering, the enlightenment happened. Of course, after the enlightenment, I stayed in one place for more than 9 months to settle inside the body, to settle from that experience.
Very nice. And then, again, for a person, in the book it says that you were born at 12:32, January 1st, 1978. And again, the mind that you have given us and the teachings that I heard so many people talk about. What we will do at the top of the hour, we will take a break at 3 o'clock. I have about a minute left on that. Welcome back. It's right about 3:05 on this Saturday, 10:50 a.m. presentation of Asian Media Worldwide. My name is Vishnu, and this is the second hour of the Vishnu Show for this Thursday, March 11th. And again, it is indeed an honor to have Swamiji here with me. In the studio, I have Swami Nithyananda Sri Nithyananda Swamiji. And it's an honor to have you here again. And before the break, we talk about the meditation and healing through meditation. Before we go into that, I want to know about people say that things happen to you in this lifetime because of things that happened in the past lifetime. Do we have any control over our destiny?
Sure. Our present is present because of our past decisions. Our present is nothing but the totality of all our past decisions. So when our present is the totality of the past decisions, why not our future be totality of the decisions which we are going to make now? The future is going to be the totality of the decisions which we make now. So every moment we consciously choose everything. The choices which we make in the outer world and in the inner world only is going to make our destiny. Very clearly, destiny is simply in our hand. The old idea, destiny, we are in the destiny's hand, no more exists or holds good. The clear experience, not only of me, so many spiritual masters says, destiny is in our hand. You can see even logically. Our present moment is the totality of the past decisions. So naturally our future moments are going to be the totality of the present decisions.
Right.
Present decisions can lead destiny. Present decisions can change, alter, transform the past.
So you control it.
Yes.
Okay, Swamiji. I know that a lot of people, are looking at what their life today, and a lot of it, I know a lot of people go into the meditation part of it, but some people, there's so many different types of meditation that you hear about. Okay, I know that you're very big with meditation. Can you let our listeners know the meditation that you do?
I can speak small. I can give a small introduction about the meditation. There is a universal energy which moves the sun, moon, planet Earth, the whole world, and there is an individual energy which moves our body, making connection, a relationship with the universal energy is what I call meditation. Individual energy, when it relates or when it connects itself with the universal energy, it gets totally regenerated. It gets a new dimension. It goes to the new space. It tastes the new bliss. The technique to relate with the universal consciousness, only what I call meditation technique. There are thousands of meditation technique, hundreds of methods. So you can try with any one technique. It is not that one technique is good or one technique is bad. For some people, some technique clicks. For some people, some other technique works. So there are hundreds of meditation techniques which are available even from our website. You can see any one technique. When you start, try with one or two techniques. You don't have to stick to one technique immediately. Try one technique for 3 days or 4 days, then another one technique for 3 days or 4 days. Once you try 3-4 techniques, you will see which technique exactly suits you, which makes you feel more comfortable, which gives you direct experience. That's the right technique. In one or two experiments itself, you'll be able to very exactly catch the technique which is suitable for you. As far as me concerned, I give a meditation technique called Mahamantra, which is available in our website. That is the first technique, initial level technique for all I prescribe. It's a simple humming. It doesn't need any faith or any prerequisites. Directly you can start. Any person who has got a simple logic or who is ready to believe the facts and figures, he can start this meditation. There is no need to have any faith on any god or any guru for this simple meditation technique. That's the first step I prescribe for everyone.
And again, they can get more about that on the website.
Yes.
And it's Daniel Peetam, DHANYAPEETAM.org. And you can get more information on that. I know another thing that you've been doing, for the last few years, is healing through meditation. And there's so many people that has gone to the doctors. Doctors have seen them and can't figure out what's wrong. And I know you've been healing people around the world. Can you tell us a little bit more about this?
In our human body, there are 7 energy centers, which we call chakras. Not only Hindus, almost all the great religions talk about these chakras, energy centers. Now, in modern day, the Kirlian photography, which is practiced widely in the Russian technology. Kirlian photography is just like X-ray. They diagnose the people 6 months before. 6 months before the disease comes into the physical body, the disease can be diagnosed by this photography. It photographs the auric body, the light body of the man, and diagnoses even the fatal diseases like cancer. So through this photography, now they proved the existence of 7 chakras. Existence of 7 chakras is proved by this photography. Whenever someone chakra is more active or less active, if the imbalance happens in someone chakra, that causes disease. These energy centers, these chakras only manage our physical, mental, spiritual, emotional activities. When some one of these centers get imbalanced, naturally the man falls sick. So if the energy centers can be activated, energized by meditation, If they themselves meditate and activate those energy centers, it is called self-healing. In some people's case, the disease is too much. It has grown too much. And the people also may not be able to do the right meditation. So at that type of time, the person who already mastered the meditation, who has become enlightened, he can meditate and give the energy to that person. When we meditate and give that energy to that chakra, to that person, he gets healed. If the meditation is done by somebody properly, the energy can be created and be given. If he himself does the meditation and gets healed, it is self-healing. If somebody else does the meditation and gives the energy to him, it is healing. We may ask, can energy be given? According to Einstein, whatever exists is energy. So, energy is subtle matter. Matter is subtle energy. When matter can be given, when I can give this kerchief, when I can give something, some audio cassette to you, why not energy? So when matter can be given, energy can also be given. A right method and right technique is the only thing necessity for energy to be given. It is not that I only heal. I tried by divine grace to make this healing as a system, scientific system, because in ancient days it was practiced as a system. It's a inner science. I always tell the people, just like a outer science is a science. In outer science, you can prove A plus B is C. The same way in inner science also, things are readable, provable facts. Just like Newton's theory speaks about the gravitation force. You can prove the force of levitation. The spirituality I call levitation. The outer science is gravitation, inner science is levitation. It can be very clearly proved. So not only I practice, around the world more than 700 people have been initiated as healer. They have been trained and initiated as a healers. 200 centers we have around the world. All the 5 continents have got our centers to spread meditation and healing. Per day, average 3,000 people are touched by our healers totally. And as on now, millions and millions of people have been touched by this spiritual healing, by this meditation. Lot of doctors who did research on this healing have given beautiful articles and research reports and many testimonials by the doctors themselves. Already we have more than 60 doctors, MD doctors as our healers who took training in our healing initiation, healing system. And there are many doctors who practice healing to their patients. So they say, if a patient takes 11 days to get well by medication, simple medication, if he is given meditation also along with medication, healing also along with meditation, along with the medication, it takes only 3 days. There are doctors who did research on this and their report says it takes hardly 3 days. So 11 days of recovering is happening only in 3 days along with the healing. So in ancient days we need to have faith or belief. Now I say there is no need to have faith or belief. Just see that's enough. Just if you can see with open eyes, things are proved. Things have come into the form of facts and figures.
And for medical doctors to be healers now, it goes to say something. How powerful it is. Speaking of doctors, I know you're on your way back to Oklahoma, and you've been doing some tests over there. Can you tell our listening audience what that's all about?
A group of doctors and scientists who are working on the mind body. They have a group who work on the mind body. They do a lot of research for past 30 years. They came to see me just to have a friendly discussion. So in the course of discussion, I was talking about enlightenment and the experience of enlightenment and experience of meditation. They were asking, Swamiji, can it all be proved neurologically? If we test neurologically, can it show the difference in your neurological system? I welcomed them and I agreed to undergo the neurological tests. So then they took PET scan. Twice they took PET scan at the time of meditation and at normal time. And again EEG, twice they did EEG at the time of meditation and at the time of normal time, normal mood. The total report is yet to come, but the preliminary report itself, the initial observation itself, according to the doctors, they say stunning. That is the word they used. Stunning.
So when you went into the meditation mode and they did the brain scans,
Yes.
and all that, what was it that
The
did?
brain scan, the EEG, and PET scan. They say some 6-7 things, new discovery. First thing, when a meditation was happening, they say the whole neurological system is totally shut down, totally silenced, except the one portion, the front portion, which is something to do with intelligence. Except that portion, the intelligent portion, all other portion something to do with visualization, part which is supposed to be related to the hearing, all other sensory portions, everything else is shut and everything else is totally in silence. Only this portion is active 5 times more than ordinary human beings. 5 times more than ordinary human beings. And there are few more things which they have discovered. Just by a mere will, the whole mind is switched off. The graph of EEG shows a clear difference. Almost the line of the graph line has become silent. And some more things, they are working on some more things. How the thoughts raise through the pictures, they are showing in normal mind, the thoughts jump from color to color. They are actually trying to put the whole graph into a form of colors. So they say sometimes it goes from green to red, red to yellow, yellow to white. It jumps from here to there, there to here. But with my mind, after testing, they say it's just like a rainbow. Not in one picture or two pictures, more than 100 pictures shows a clear rainbow, thought with awareness is happening. And some more discoveries, they are coming with some more discoveries. Just by a mere will, the pleasure chemical dopamine is released into the system, so that the outer joy is not necessary.
Yeah.
A person who meditates, for him, the inner pleasure itself is so joyful. The inside itself creates such an ecstasy, there is no need for outer pleasure. So, all these basic things they are proving, and they are coming up with some more new discoveries and some more tests. Again, tomorrow, we are having some more research on this line. People tell me, Swamiji, you have done a great service to our Eastern wisdom by proving all these things in the form of facts and figures. But I tell you all, it is not a question of service, it is a question of survival. If we are not going to prove all this Eastern mysticism, all these spiritual things in the form of facts and figures, it is not going to survive. All of you know, your kids don't listen anymore about the spirituality. If you try to tell your kids about spirituality or about our religion, whether Hindu or Muslim or Christian, when you try to tell about our religion to the kids, they are not ready to listen. They say, Mom, you do, Dad, you go, don't call me.
Yeah.
So, if they are not proved, if they are not given enough of proof, our great ancient masters, our rishis, our sages, our saints, they are all not fools. The lifestyle or the way of living which is created by them has got a solid truth in it, has got a solid proof for everything. So, unless we prove all these things, our kids are not going to listen to the great teachings or great lifestyle of Eastern mystics, the rishis. So, it is not the question of service, it is a question of survival. We have to prove to the whole world the power of meditation or the power of spirituality. Unless it is proved, it will die. So, we are here to prove it.
And I'm sure everyone out there appreciates you doing that, so that it could live on. And it will be living on for generations to come, because this has been around for thousands of years.
Sure.
And the way of the computer age, everything has to be proved.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unless it is brought in the form of facts, people are not going to listen.
Right.
The doubt is going to be the language of the future.
Yeah.
Believe me or have faith, all these words have become outdated.
Yeah.
We cannot spread anything in the future using the words have faith in me, have belief in me. These words are not going to work.
Right.
See is the only word which is going to work.
Yeah.
The future language is going to be seeing, not believing.
Right.
So it has to be brought in the form of facts and figures.
So, Swamiji, again, we want to let everyone go on to the website and get more information about this. And again, it's DHYANAPEETAM.org, or you could go on to swamisworld.com. And I know, Swami, you not only go to Oklahoma, but you're going on to other places also. I know you're going to be in New York and New Jersey. And you're going to be there from the 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th doing the discourses. And then you're going to be doing the ASP, and that was the Ananda Purana program. And that's going to be on the 20th and the 21st. And then you're going to have the healing on the 22nd of March. And then on the 23rd, 24th, 25th, and 26th, you're going to be in Columbus, Ohio. And then you're going to do the ASP on the 27th and 28th, and then on the 29th. Okay. So, Swamiji, and we know you have a very, very, very busy. I have about 35 seconds left.
Yes.
I do really appreciate you taking the time. I know your schedule is so tight. And our listeners out there do appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
And sharing your wisdom.
Yes, thank you.
And we wish you all the best with the testing that's going on.
Thank you.
And we know it's going to be a breakthrough for generations to come.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
So let you all have the meditation and have eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you.
Thank you again, Swami.